The Tiger truck stop, located in Grosse Tete, Louisiana, gained notoriety primarily due to its longtime resident, a Bengal tiger named Tony. The truck stop, which has been in operation since 1988, became a point of controversy and legal battles over the years due to the presence of the tiger. Here is a brief history of the Tiger truck stop. 1. The truck stop was established by Michael Sandlin, who later became known for keeping exotic animals on the premises. 2. Tony the tiger was brought to the truck stop as a cub. Over the years, Tony became a local attraction, living in an enclosure at the truck stop. 3. Controversy and legal battles. The presence of Tony sparked significant controversy and legal challenges. Animal rights groups, including the Animal Legal Defense Fund (ALDF), argued that keeping a tiger at a truck stop was inhumane and violated animal welfare laws. They campaigned for Tony's relocation to a sanctuary. 4. A Louisiana district court ruled that the permit allowing Tony to be kept at the truck stop was invalid, citing violations of state regulations regarding the ownership of big cats. 5. The Louisiana Supreme Court declined to hear an appeal from Sandlin, effectively upholding the lower court's decision that the permit was invalid. 6. 2014, despite the legal rulings, Tony remained at the truck stop due to ongoing legal maneuvers and appeals by Sandlin. 7. The Louisiana legislature passed a bill, later signed into law, that allowed Sandlin to keep Tony at the truck stop, effectively circumventing previous court rulings. 8. 2017, Tony the tiger passed away in October at the age of 17. His death marked the end of a long-standing legal and ethical battle over his captivity. The Tiger truck stop's history reflects broader debates about animal rights, the ethics of keeping exotic animals in captivity, and the intersection of local business interests with state and federal regulations. Despite Tony's death, the truck stop remains a symbol of these ongoing issues. Let's face it, Michael Sandlin's love for a tiger cub made Tiger truck stop in Grosse Tete, LA, famous. Sandlin's Tony the Tiger was a personality long before any of us ever wondered if Carol Baskin killed her husband or knew anything about Tiger King. For years, Sandlin fought off lawsuits from animal rights activists while Tony gained more and more fame. The highway tiger became part of truck stop lore, and the accompanying tiger restaurant became a destination for weary drivers looking for a dang fine Louisiana-style meal. Sadly, when Tony passed from the mortal coil into interstate history, leaving animal rights activists with nothing to do in Grosse Tete, and a hole in Michael's heart. So he bought a camel. Meet Casper, described as a gentle giant. Casper is a dromedary, one-humped male camel who was fully intact in the breeding sense when he began his tenure at Tiger Truck Stop. The animal rights folks, again, had something to do in Grosse Tete. The kids could look at an exotic animal that didn't spray them, which Tony had a habit of doing. And Sandlin had another animal to draw free and abundant advertising to his truck stop. Everything was great until someone bit Casper on the, dangly bits. That's right. I said someone, not something. Last September, Casper was assaulted in his no squares by a woman on which he sat upon because she was screaming at him after she and her husband climbed under the barbed wire fence of his enclosure to rescue their deaf dog they did not have on a leash and were letting roam around a truck stop freely, because that's smart. Iberville Parish Deputy Lewis Hamilton Jr. had the unfortunate job of reading this quote from the incident report to an interviewer from the Advocate. The woman said, "I bit his testicles to get him off of me." I would imagine it was not something he ever dreamed he'd ever be investigating, much less talking about to the media. But it happened, and suddenly, Casper the camel had worldwide fame as probably the only dromedary ever to need antibiotics, because it was bitten on the balls by a human being upon which it sat. You can't buy advertising like that. It doesn't exist. Once again, Sandlin's weird little truck stop zoo was hot and in the spotlight, which is probably why Michael Sandlin decided it was time to sell it and retire. During the decades of animal fights, he was accused of a lot of things, but never of being a poor showman who wouldn't use free advertising to pad his pocket. And as a side note from someone who has actually been to the truck stop many times, I can tell you that Sandlin truly did appear to care about the animals, and the staff was very protective of them. Whether or not that constitutes a full life for an exotic animal is certainly debatable, but that's not what the story is about. New owners of the Tiger Truck Stop, new owners Johnny and Dana Ewing, along with their business partner, James Giroux, bought the truck stop in June. An immediate decision to end the animal displays saw Casper shipped off to a zoo in Alexandria and all display areas dismantled. No tiger cage. The restaurant remains intact and continues to serve hot food. The new owners plan to tear down the original building and build a new Tiger Truck Stop, minus the real tiger and once-bitten camel cojones, but with added parking where the cages once rested. Another truck stop legend in the books, y'all.